All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Wednesday live at 5 at Old Town Quilt Shop in Orchid, California. I'm Stacy, and we are hot today. I think the whole country, well, part of the country is going through a heat wave right now, and we're just getting a little bit of it. So it's been fun here. But, you know, overall, we're pretty lucky to live here on the Central Coast, and we've got great weather all the time. So when I say hot, I mean like 80. Which for some people is hot, and for me it's like the perfect weather. I wish I could be outside. Alrighty, so we should have some people on, but if you need to get a hold of us, real quick, we've got our website, oldtownquiltshop@orchid.com, our email, oldtownquiltshop@gmail.com, and then you've got our phone number down there. If you'd like to come and visit us, here's our address and our hours. Monday 3 to 7, Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5, and Saturday 10 to 4. Alrighty, let's get started. We actually have a fair amount for you guys today. We have basics and holiday and precuts. So we'll go ahead and get started on those. So first we have some basics. These are dots and stripes from QT. They're $12.55 a yard. So the first one is a white background with a red dot on it, and these are linear dots. You know, we like the scattered ones, but sometimes you need a linear one. And so this is a really good red. It's a true red. You know, it's not pinky, it's not orangey. It's a real good kind of a Christmas red almost. Oh. Alrighty, and then we have the stripes. This is hard to look at. This is a black and white. And then we have the same thing in the red and white. And these are fairly small stripes, 1/4 inch wide stripes. So these make great bindings. They're really fun for bindings. So we have the black, and then we have the red, and then we have the red and white dots. And these are all dots and stripes from QT Fabrics. And then also from QT is a collection called A Little Wine. These ones are $13.45 a yard. So this one here is kind of like a tone on tone. It's a real plane going across here. So it's kind of a tone on tone. It has a light background, and then you have these more beigey colored, it's the grapes, and then you've got the leaves and some little scrolls up here. The background looks white, but it really isn't. It looks white on camera, but it's more like an off-white. It's a real, you know, real light beigey tan. And then we have just kind of a basic scroll in that tan kind of color, kind of an orangey brown. And so those are called A Little Wine by QT. So this would be really fun as an apron or in a like a placemat or a table runner. Words are escaping me. You could even do coasters or a wine tote. So if you're going to give some wine as a gift, or you want like a hostess gift, this would make a really good wine tote. And we have two different patterns for wine totes. One is called Wine and Dine, and that can hold 2 bottles of wine or a bottle and some glasses. And then the other one is called Welcome Home Wine Tote, and I think you can also make coasters with it. And that one just holds 1 bottle of wine. So a couple of options there for gifts. All right, and some more basic, very basics. These are Quilters Linen. We really like these because they have just a little bit of texture. So if you want something that's just a little bit more than a solid, but you don't want a whole lot going on in it, you know, these are really great. So these are Quilters Linen. They're $12.85 a yard from Robert Kaufman. And they are cotton. They're called Quilters Linen because they look like linen, but they are 100% cotton, just like your regular Quilters cotton. So this one is a nice shade of gray. I believe this one is called Dolphin. And then we have a light tan. I believe this one is called Wheat. These two are new. And then the third one is white. And that one is just a kind of a returning basic for us. And they just have, I don't know, you can probably see it best on the gray. Just like the little hash marks on there. You know, the look of linen with those, you know, like the threads going through or whatever. But like we said, this is not linen. It's called Quilters Linen, but they are 100% cotton. So there we go. Again, Quilters Linen. Okay, moving on from basics and into Christmas, like we keep saying, this is the time when we receive all of the holiday fabrics. So over the next probably 2 months, we'll start getting more and more in. So this one is called Kona Shimmer. It's $11.45 a yard, and it's from Robert Kaufman. And it is a metallic. I'm sure you absolutely cannot see that on the camera. Oh, you kind of can a little bit. Right there, at least from my view. So we don't honestly know why we got this. We're thinking that when we saw it, it looked more gold. We probably saw a paper version and it looked more gold, but this is kind of more of a sagey green. I think it was called gilded beige. But there you go. It could be a good neutral if you need something, you know, neutral in your quilt that's shiny. I don't know. That's what I was told by someone else. Okay, and then we have a little bit more traditional Christmas. This is called Holiday Charms. These are $13.80 a yard from Robert Kaufman. And I'm sure we've had some version of these before, but you've got your red plaid and then your green plaid. Both of them have the gold accents running through there, and they're not, you know, it's not major gold. It's just enough to give it a little pop. But sashings and bindings, these are perfect for those, or making stockings, or, you know, anything where you want that more traditional kind of look in those. And once again, that's called Holiday Charms, and these are plaids. You've got the red and the green. All right, so more Christmas. Okay, so Steampunk Christmas. So you might remember we had Steampunk Halloween a couple years ago. Now they have a Christmas version, so I'm going to show you the panel. We have a panel and coordinates. Now the panel is a 24-inch panel, 24 inches wide by width of fabric, so 24 by about 42. So pretty standard panel size. And so this is, you know, it's Santa hanging from his sleigh, and he's got presents and a tree, and it's, you know, it's a hot air balloon that's really an ornament, and it has kind of the countdown days until Christmas, and he's flying above houses. Now it's called steampunk because everything is made from like metal things. So you've got gears and you've got, you know, tools and all kinds of fun things in here. So this is for someone who doesn't want like that traditional Christmas. It's just a lot of fun. And we do actually, I found a pattern that uses this panel and the coordinates that we received. So we will get that. It doesn't release until July. So we'll get that soon, but I highly recommend getting the fabric now. So again, this is Steampunk Christmas. I believe this is $8.97 for the panel. Okay, and then the coordinates with it. So you've got this nice tossed fabric here. You've got the tree, you've got Santa and the ornament and his sleigh, the gingerbread man. So if you get in there, you can kind of see that things are all made of metal and like construction type, you know, it's steampunk, so it's like that grunge type look to everything. So they're a lot of fun. So you've got this toss, and it's on a beige background, and then all of the things tossed. I really like the little snowman. He's got wheels and a funny eye, and he's got, you know, pipes as his arms, and, you know, weird stuff as his scarf. So it's, you know, they're just different and fun and unique. So you've got the toss, and then you have the gears, and the gears are more of an orangey kind of a color for the background, and then you have the kind of off-white snowflakes on top of that, which makes it the Christmas. So you can really see, you know, how it's the steampunk, the gears in there. And then we have this fun recipe fabric. So it does have actual recipes. You may find made ones in the shop at some point. We'll see. But then they kind of scatter some of the little tossed things in here. You got the gingerbread, and there's the snowman and the Santa and the tree. So they're all kind of scattered throughout. So this would make a great apron or part of a table runner, or napkins, placemats. You could kind of center one of the recipes in there. So lots of fun things that you can do with this one. And then we have a red and white dot, And these are kind of scattered all over the place. They're meant to be like falling snow. And then actually I'm going to show you the green dot first. So same thing, it's just kind of scattered all over, and this is a, you know, a real nice green, and it was a real nice red. And then the border print. So I know a little while back a lot of people were doing those table runners and table toppers using border prints. This would be fabulous for that. You could also do this as a border on a quilt, and in fact the pattern that I found using the panel uses this border, and you miter the borders, so we may do a mitered bordered class. I'll be taking it. But it's really cute because it has all the elements of the panel in here as well. So you've got the tossed guys down here, the Santa, the snowman, the tree, the sleigh, and then you've got, you know, the pipes as one of the separators. And then you have kind of your holly garland intermixed with the gingerbread, and there's some ornaments, there's a clock, so kind of fun things in there. And it says, it's a Steampunk Christmas. So these are a lot of fun. It's a really cute collection. So we really liked the Steampunk Halloween, and it was a popular one, and so now we're pretty excited that they've come out with the Christmas one. So we will do something with it, but like I said, we've got a pattern that will be coming sometime in July, because that's when it releases. So, but get your fabric now while it's here. So again, Steampunk Christmas by QT Fabrics, and the yardage is $13.45 a yard, and the panel is $8.97 for the panel. And it's a 24-inch by width of fabric panel. Okay, fabric-wise, that's it, but we have pre-cuts. So we got a fun little box of pre-cuts from Island Batiks today. So these are all bright, happy, you know how we love our bright and happy. And we love our dots. And lo and behold, there is an entire strip set of batik dots. So they are super cute. Look at all these fun little things in here. So if you love dots as much as we do, then hopefully you'll like this strip set. So it ranges from, you've got the nice kind of dark turquoise in here, and then you've got some green, some lighter turquoise, kind of the more limey greens, and then up into the pinks and the raspberries. So it's a really good spread of colors in here. If you back it with something light, you just throw this one out and you back it with something light, it would make a really good quilt. And there's just so many things that you can do with jelly rolls. So look at our patterns page for jelly roll patterns, or strips, 2.5-inch strips, I should say. Okay, the next one is called Be Kind, and this features your blue and your yellow and your green and your purple. So it could be a little bit more manly maybe, but you know, it's just a fun collection. And so these have more like the tropical type feel. So you've got the, you know, the leaves. There are a few dots in here. Looks like you've got some hexagons. These are probably also leaves. So just a really nice collection. All of these strip sets have 40 pieces, and it's 20 different designs. So you get 20 and 20. So if something only uses 20, you've still then got half a jelly roll left. So that's kind of nice. And there, again, are a lot of patterns out there that use jelly rolls and that don't use the whole thing. Urban Cabin is one of them that can use jelly rolls. And any one of these strip sets would be great in that pattern. Okay, and then we have Cheers, and this runs the gamut of the rainbow from the red all the way up to, I guess, dark blue, not quite purple in there. So you've got the full complement of colors, and I think this is like fruit-based. This looks like limes in here, and then, yeah, so it looks like it's a fairly fruit-based, or like things that you would have in a fruity adult drink. So we have the strip sets, and then we also have the 10-inch squares, the layer cake, in the Cheers collection. So the strip sets have 40 pieces, and the 10-inch squares have 42 pieces. And you can kind of see here in the purple, and then again in the green, those like fruit wedges or fruit slices. So I would imagine that most of the rest of them have something similar, and in just different colors. So bright, fun, summery kinds of colors in those. Happy colors. We like happy colors. Alrighty, so I guess that's it. I know some of you have noticed that we have nothing scheduled for the rest of the year, but we are working on that. All of our focus had been honestly on the shop tour, and then I was not well, and so we couldn't do anything then. So now that we're back, we're going to, you know, try and get back into the groove of things. So we will have things scheduled. We will have another binding class coming up probably in late fall so that you guys can learn how to bind your Christmas presents. So if you didn't get in on the first one, machine binding. Yes, this is machine binding. So if you didn't get on the first class, then we'll have another one. So just keep your eyes peeled for that. So that'll be again later in the fall. I know that we're scheduling a Bargello class, so that'll also be probably closer to the fall. And we've got a couple of other things that we're rolling around trying to figure out. So just keep watching, you know, keep watching the video and keep an eye on the newsletter and on the website to find out what's coming up. Probably some of them will be gift type things as well as we march towards the holidays. I know it's June and it's hot and nobody wants to be thinking about the holidays, but let me tell you, it comes up fast and you need to start now on your Christmas projects because you want them done by December so that they can be displayed or gifted, you know, at Christmas time. So, okay, so if there's no other questions or comments, then we will sign off and see you next week.